DJ Erica.
And then we're going to talk also about Willow Smith. So did you guys hear about this news story that's been going out about Willow Smith having a stalker try to break into her home out in Los Angeles? Now, this leads to me to think of and this guy's a sex predator, mind you, a registered sex offender, tried to break into her home. He actually broke over the gates and was trying to find an entry and try to get into her actual house. And she had to contact the authorities, and her security had to call the police, and they arrested him. I'm going to read this entire story here, and then I'm going to talk about the situation because it's just crazy. And honestly, there's times where I just feel like, yo, Hollywood, I feel like it's not a place for the stars anymore. I feel like a lot of them need to move out because there's been so many home invasions and stalkers being reported the past couple of years, especially with this whole COVID-19 stuff, where people have been trying to rob people and everything else because, they got money. They know these people are worth billions and billions of dollars and they chilling. And then, I done been to LA, you know what I'm saying? And it get real hood, and then it's really, really rich. You know what I'm saying? We got the lowest of the totem pole, unfortunately. You got people that's basically, have nothing. They're living on the streets. And then you have around the corner, you drive 10, 15, 20 miles down the road and you're hanging out with somebody that's worth $1 billion. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like the highest range and the lowest tier, like all together. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this would make it dangerous for a lot of these celebrities out here, especially in this pandemic, to be living. And I feel like a lot of these celebrities, it's okay to move out. It's okay to not live in Los Angeles. I know some of them probably live there because that's their work and they have to work on set and stuff like that. But if y'all ever have the opportunity and you're that rich of a celebrity where you don't feel like you have to work anytime soon, I would recommend a lot of them have their own second house that's far away from the shit that goes on in California, Los Angeles, Hollywood area, because this is it's always some type of break-in, intruders, shootings, all types of stuff. That's what happened to Pop Smoke. Those guys was tracking him and then they ended up killing him, you know what I'm saying, in Los Angeles. It's just a lot of that stuff has been going on. It's just becoming more common. But anyways, let me read about what happened with Willow Smith, okay? Willow Smith has gotten a restraining order against the alleged stalker and registered sex offender who broke into her property in California. Willow Smith has reportedly been granted a protection order against an alleged stalker. According to legal documentation obtained by TMZ, the 20-year-old entertainer requested the order against Walter James Wiley, a 30-year-old man who had trespassed onto her Los Angeles property around Christmas 2020. Smith says that the man had jumped a fence and began walking around her home as he appeared to look for ways to gain entrance. The request was accompanied by surveillance footage, still shots that showed an individual outside the residence. Smith pointed to the images as proof that Wiley will do whatever possible to make physical contact with me. Smith claims that her security had notified the police immediately after Wiley had trespassed. However, the man was not taken into custody at the time. She says the officer discovered a Greyhound ticket on Wiley indicating that he had traveled all the way from Oklahoma the day prior. That's some sick shit. Okay, Smith also states that Wiley had been contacting her on social media before he was seen outside her house. He allegedly sent her messages professing his love and expressing his desire to start a family with her. This is sick. It keeps getting sicker. Though it's unclear why Wiley wasn't initially apprehended, local authorities confirmed earlier this month that Wiley had been arrested. Okay, and then it's just this post right here. You guys see this? Man, I don't know how good you can see this. I don't know if the camera's going to adjust or whatever. But they arrested the dude, okay? Following the incident, Smith reportedly hired a private investigator to look into Wiley's background. They allegedly discovered that he was a convicted sex offender. Wiley has been ordered to cease all communication and attempts with Smith and remain at least 100 yards away from her at all times. Now, this is just freaking sick, you guys. I'm just trying to understand how the hell do a sex offender be able to get a bus ticket on Greyhound to travel all the way from Oklahoma all the way to Los Angeles? Did he use a fake name, a fake ID? I could have swore if you are a sex offender, you can't leave a certain premises or state or location. I mean, did that sex offender registry say, oh, you can travel through all 50 states of the United States as long as it's not overseas or to a different country or continent. I don't understand any of this. This is just crazy to me. And, you know, luckily Willow has security and everything else following her, but that is just scary. It doesn't matter the status or whether you're a celebrity or like that. I mean, we've had things in history where you've had celebrities stalked down and shot by delusional fans, one being like John Lennon, what happened to him. And, you know, this is just all too common, more common than people know, with celebrities being stalked and stuff like that. So, you know, it's pretty creepy, you know. And a lot of these celebrities, they're stuck in their house around this time because of this whole quarantine and this whole COVID stuff going on. So it's just like, whoa, like, you know, if I was a celebrity, I would probably be looking for another place to stay until the whole thing is over if I'm not really working because of the whole COVID thing, because people start getting ideas, they start following you, and then you get caught up. So if I was a celebrity out in Hollywood, I just make sure that my security is beefed up and there's no way for people to be able to gain entry into my home, man. I mean, there's always a way to gain entry to anybody's home. Clearly, this man was able to hop a fence and just do whatever he is. And when somebody crazy, their strength be incredible, okay? Like, I can do anything. I'm just crazy, okay? Just jump it over, you know, just jump over the gate, jump over the flip, or whatever. Do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm just glad that nothing happened to Willow Smith. And I wonder where Will Smith is, yo. I know he was pissed off when that happened. Like, it's crazy, yo. It's freaking crazy. But in the end of the day, this story just shows you that even though celebrities are rich and wealthy, that does not make it so they're immune to crazy people. Like, they can't get stalked and stuff like that by crazy people. And, you know, I hope that Willow Smith is good or whatever. And they said they arrested the dude, so I hope he stay locked up. And hopefully this time he goes to jail and they don't let him out. Like, I get it. Sometimes people feel that certain people should be able to come out of the street based off of the thing that they did, sex offender wise, whether they feel like they're low risk, high risk, whatever. But at the same time, the security around this man should have been beefed up. Like, there should have been no way that he should have been able to get a Greyhound ticket to travel. If he brought his real ID, how is it not possible for the people who gave him the damn ticket, or even the website that asked for the requested ID, was not able to scan and see that he was a sex offender and deny his request to purchase a Greyhound ticket? Is Greyhound that desperate to sell tickets to people? Because I could have swore, isn't when you get registered as a sex offender, that's supposed to prevent you from being able to, like, travel certain places, or prevent, and it's supposed to be in, like, a database for, like, an airport and stuff like that, so they'll know that you're not supposed to be traveling, so they can apprehend and arrest you immediately. It's just a lot of things that make you go, like, what's up with that? Really, like, really, what's up with that? So hopefully with Willow Smith's situation, you know, the guy's convicted, he's locked up, and he's not able to get out anytime soon, because that's ridiculous.